Hello everyone, hope you all are doing great. So today let's discuss about introduction. So you can see on the board I have written a statement of an essay. So we'll discuss how to write introduction. This is actually discuss both views and give your opinion essay, which I have not mentioned here, so I can mention and give your opinion. So let's see what the statement is, and I'll tell you step by step how to write an appropriate as well as impressive introduction to get 7 and more bands. So let's begin. So what the question says is, some people say that these days health level of public is falling, so government should take responsibility. I haven't written full over here, by providing free healthcare, while others say that public should share cost of healthcare. Discuss both views and give your opinion. I hope this essay statement is very much clear to you. I can explain you here. Two opinions are given. Some people are saying because health level of public is falling extremely high, so government should take the entire responsibility by providing absolutely free healthcare. Whereas the other side is saying that public, that the people should themselves be responsible for the cost of healthcare. So you have to firstly discuss both views, means you have to discuss first side as well as second side, and you have to give your opinion as well. So I'll tell you that what will be the paragraph structure in this case and how many paragraphs you have to make in this essay. But first of all, what today's video is all about is how to write introduction. So for the introduction, as you can see, first thing you can write is general line. That is totally optional. You might have listened in multiple videos. If your general line is informative, if your general line is impressive, you will score higher bands. But students, let me clear you that general line doesn't have any impact on your essay. No matter whether you're writing general line or not, your bands will remain same, right? But if you are writing a wrong general line, that could have negative impact on your essay. So if you know the general line absolutely relevant to the keywords of the essay, only then write, otherwise ignore it. These are the two important parts of introduction. If these are missing, then as we usually say, first impression is the last impression. So this can put a negative impression on the examiner. At the same time, if you are writing these both in an impressive manner and making your point of view clear to the examiner, to the person who is checking your essay, that what you are going to present him or her in rest of the body paragraphs, then nobody is there to stop you to score 7 or 8. So let's understand one by one what is paraphrasing and what is thesis. So what paraphrasing is? Basically writing the statement in your own words. So that is called paraphrasing. And if you have to write something in your own words, if I'm saying you that I know several people, so if you have to say in own your language, you won't say that I know several people. To several, you can say many. To people, you can say individuals. So this is what you have to do in paraphrasing. Very simple. But this doesn't mean that you have to give synonym for each and every word. Because in that case, what students usually do is they give wrong synonym for the words, even if they don't have any synonym. Right? So we are not supposed to do that. So let's look at the statement. What is the first word? Some. To some, you can write certain. You can note it down, guys, on a notebook or anywhere else. Or a few. So this word is highly common in essay statements and you usually come across some. So to some, you can either write certain, a few, not few. Few will be extremely less, a few means some. Our next word is people. To people, we can write individuals. At times people write masses and some other words which are not correct. Fine, so you can just replace with individuals, and when you have to switch to your body paragraphs despite writing people and individuals repeatedly, you can write they. Pronoun you can use. To say, we can write. I will make a separate video for these common words which we often come across in different essays, that like say and some and many other. So to say, I can tell you two or three: think, believe. I hope it's getting clear to you and not getting messy. My word is quite small. Think, believe. So another thing is contemporary era. Health level. We can say simply fitness level, or you can just write health of public people is falling, is declining, decreasing, degrading. Then so is thus, therefore, hence. Government. To government we can write, so I'm gonna erase this because it's getting enough messy here. So I can write here. Sorry for the inconvenience. So we can do is, to government we can write is governing bodies, authorities. Fine. So you can use these words: should, ought to, take responsibility, by providing, by giving. I'm leaving some words without replacing them. Free health care. So what you can write it? No cost health care. While, to while you can replace with where. As others say that public should share cost of healthcare. Public should share, we can write contribute in the cost of healthcare. So I have given the possible synonyms for all the different words in the essays, and I have left few of words. But how will we write introduction? I hope you have noted it down, although it's going to be messy and you had noted it down at each and every step, then it could be clear to you. Now, what we have to do is, do we have to write in the same way? Will I write the introduction in the same way? Certain, or I can choose a few people or individuals think that nowadays health level of public is falling, therefore government should this. No, I'm not gonna do it in this way. I have given these all words, different words, but I'm not gonna copy the entire sentence structure. So one of the ways is you can convert, since you can say, give me answer, think for a second, is this essay statement is an active or passive? So I hope you have thought your answers. So answer is active. So I can write my introduction in passive. Fine. So I'm gonna write introduction and you see. So I have written introduction. So what introduction is? Firstly, I have written one general line, because for health essays, anything related to health, you can give this type of general line because it's highly impressive. Health is an important aspect to lead an efficient life. So next I'm gonna do the important part, that is paraphrasing. So as the question was, some people say that, but I have written it in passive. it is thought by certain individuals that what the question was, that health level is falling, so government should pay the cost of healthcare. Government, I have written, governing bodies ought to take responsibility to bring amendment, as it was there, improve, responsibility to improve by providing free healthcare. So improve, I forgot to tell you earlier, to bring amendment, you can say, in public's level of health. So we are not supposed to miss any part of the introduction. It was written there that is falling, so I have written here that is declining. So you can again read the first part of the introduction. It is thought by certain individuals that governing bodies ought to take responsibility to bring amendment in public's level of health. It was written there health level, so I have just changed level of health, that is declining. How? By providing, it was there, I have written by giving cost free health care. So this is one part I have paraphrased because it was quite long. Second was quite simple, that public should take. So while I have written whereas, I'll tell you more words for this in my upcoming videos. Others, it was there others say, so I have written others opine. No need to write that cost free health because it would be repetitive, even though you want to write it in another way, but still we have to write healthcare as healthcare. So we can write this. So again should was there, so I have replaced with must, or initially I had replaced it with ought to. B, so responsibility, because now responsibility could be repeated, because I had to write my sentence in that way that it should be the responsibility or something like that of the people, because I'm writing in passive. So I have written another word for responsibility here, honest, because in one body paragraph try to avoid repetition of words. So I have written honest. Honest is also responsibility of the people. Despite writing public again, I have written people. So this is all about paraphrasing. So I have just written the same wording in different way. I try to write it in passive, but you can write in active also, but in different way. So you have to write introduction and I will check your introduction. You can put in comments, I will check in, will let you know how impressive it is. So next thing is left, that is thesis. In one of my previous videos, I have already told you discuss both views thesis. So in discuss both views, what you have to do is you have to give your opinion by writing a very simple thesis in the beginning. So you guys can write like this. So whatever thesis can be, this essay intends to discuss both the sides, because discuss both views, you cannot skip any of the side, and this is actually a compound sentence. I personally agree with the former or later, whichever viewpoint you guys like. So you can write former or later. Former will be government responsibility and later will be public's responsibility. So viewpoint, perspective, anything you can write, or you can write in another way also. I personally agree with the former viewpoint and intend to discuss both the sides. If you are starting with I, then it will come here intend, because essay is singular. So whenever in simple present you are using singular, then ses will come with I, and other plural s will not come with intent. I hope you like this video. Please follow for more and let me know what other topics are there in which you struggle more in IELTS. See you soon in the next video.